Good morning. Today is Wednesday, November 29, and we are in the second last trading day for the month of November. This month has been a fantastic month from equity markets, to say the least. Market has been pretty quiet for the last 48 hours on the back of no major economic data being released for the States. And tonight will be different. Tonight we'll be having the second reading of the Q3 GDP numbers for United States. And it's going to be volatile because the first reading was a very fantastic 4.9% for Q3 GDP in the States, and this time around they do expect an improvement to 5.0%. Now, I personally do not subscribe to this idea that the US economy is so robust that it can actually register a 5.0% increase in GDP for Q3. But anyway, let's see what happened tonight. And if the market do receive good news, the market may actually be continue to rally higher. Top side, I think it's going to be immediate resistance about 35,698 to 35,844 in the micro E-mini Dow Jones. And on the downside, if the number disappoint tonight, we could see a very quick unraveling to the 34,369 to 34,459 levels, which is the origin of this move to the upside at 35,548. So let's watch for this number as the market unveils tonight. And in the micro E-mini S&P 500, similarly, I do expect if there's going to be any uptick in the number itself, the top side is going to be about 4,619 and a quarter to 4,634.5. On the downside, market has already taken out a very minor support line, and this could be technically be vulnerable to the downside if the number disappoint tonight at 4,407 and a quarter to 4,437 even on the downside. And in the Nasdaq 100, Nasdaq has actually climbed back up again, but there was no major high here. The high remains at last Wednesday high at 16,173 and a quarter. So tonight we will have to see what happens in the number. We have top side about 16,627 and a half to 16,767 and a half. On the downside, if the number do disappoint, we could see a very fast downtick towards the 15,465 and a quarter to 15,588 and three quarter. So both sides, I do think that there are possibility tonight. And again, let's watch the number as it unfolds. And over in Asia, we can see yesterday, Nikkei continued to edge lower in a possible three-wave pullback towards either the 33,000 levels or maybe even deeper towards the what we call an order block here between 32,670 to 32,800. So either or, I think will be possible. This does looks a little bit corrective unless the market accelerate to the downside. So for the time being, let's take it as a corrective pullback, meaning to say if this pullback ends and the market could be getting ready for another rally attempt beyond 33,870. And over in Hong Kong, we can see the Hang Seng actually dipped to 17,304, which is quite expected because I was looking for a three-wave pullback from 18,429 in the futures contract. There is a bracket of prices here about 17,136 to 17,363, and this is a very broad area of demand. I do suspect that it can hold for now. Let's see. And in the dollar continues to weaken overnight. We have a new low in the dollar index to 102.51, and this has been a lot weaker than I expected because I was expecting the dollar to actually climb back up yesterday. However, the opposite actually happened. So let's see. For the time being, the market remains very much on defensive. We will have to watch this as it move along. And in the euro dollar, similarly, I was expecting the euro dollar to come back down. However, in the face of dollar weakness, the euro versus a dollar has went up to a high of 110.09, and this is really marginally above where I thought it will be kept at 110.05. So let's see. Okay, like I say, this dollar weakness is ongoing for the whole month of November. Hopefully, in the new month in December, we could see a change in fortune for the dollar itself. And in the sterling continued to edge higher, and we are now currently trading to a high of 127.15, which is very much within expectation because I have always been having the view that sterling may have a lot more potential than euro dollars, and I am a little bit biased on the upside for sterling. If I have to choose between euro or sterling, sterling seems to be the better bet to the upside. Right now, the market has hit a pocket of prices between 127.02 to 127.46. Let's see if the market can sustain beyond this level. And in the Aussie, Aussie continue to edge higher on the back of a weakening dollar. We can see the high traded overnight was 0.6666. So we have double six upside potential. It could be a move to 0.6712 to 0.6740. On the downside, there is a pivot point here. Let's see if market can actually go up here and then before it comes back down to 0.6520. Dollar Canadian, of course, continue to dip lower. We have a low at 135.60 overnight, and this is already in a three-wave pullback in which it has already hit equality at 0.3585 earlier yesterday morning, and now the market has gone even deeper, and the allowance is for a dip to as far as 135.20. Okay, let's see if the market continues to drift lower. Dollar yen is also benefiting from the pullback in the dollar. You can see the yen has strengthened quite a fair bit. Now we are challenging the 147.15, which has always been my case. At the start of the week, I was saying that this area at 149.50 to 150 could be the cap, and true enough, the market top up at 149.75, and it has been challenged. It has been doing lower, and last night we see quite a big move downwards to challenge the 147.15. Is there possibility the market can go lower? I think there is always the possibility. Let's see what happens. Okay, and in the in the precious metals, you can see gold is very strong last night. Now gold currently traded to a high of $2,043.11, and this is within the allowance between $2,038.90 to $2,053.05, which is in the spot market. As I have always been calling for this level. In the meantime, let's see whether it can sustain beyond here. If the market punch through $2,053, we could be seeing a lot of capitulation for those who are holding on to short position. Incidentally, yesterday I attempt to short this this gold this gold contract here. Unfortunately, I did not survive the night. So it's one of those days. And in silver, you can see silver continue to rally higher to $25.03, and this is again within the bracket of prices, which I think will put it very vulnerable to selling interest. The level is $25.02 to $25.26. So again, we want to see this. But so far, we can see that silver has been outperforming gold by quite a fair bit, and if you have to buy, maybe the silver could be a better bet than gold. Okay, over in Bitcoin managed to rally back to 38,360 overnight, and this is flirting with the year high at 38,409, and we can see the prices has been very firm, largely on the idea that the spot BTC ETF license will be granted very soon. So this has been the driver driving up the digital asset space, especially Bitcoin. On the downside, I think there's support here at 36,252.7 to 36,600 levels. So again, if the market ever do come back down, this will be the area to watch. I think there's going to be a run up to at least $40,000 in the Bitcoin in the near future. This is all I have for you. And in the meantime, you take care, and I'll come back to you tomorrow with another update. Bye bye.